Hey guys, you are watching Metacinema, where we react to and discuss all things film. My name is Gage,
I'm Nick.
and we are going to be watching Attack on Titan, Season 1, Episode 14. In the last episode, we saw Eren finally plug up the hole in the wall, and a lot of people died. R.I.P. Marco. Gotta use humor to
Diffuse the pain.
mask the pain. We saw Levi come down and kind of save the day. So we'll see. And Eren's part of the scouts now. So we'll see where that goes. All right, let's hop into it then. Sounds like the Among Us.
It really does.
More likely, the recapture plan failed.
This is Interwall?
And now refugees
Oh, yeah,
from
definitely
Wall Rose
very
are gonna
Interwall.
start flooding in here.
So if the Wall Rose people really do have a Titan with them, you don't think they'd be crazy enough to bring him in here, do you?
Crazy is relative.
That's a fact.
These rumors get any more out of control, we'll have a revolt on our hands.
Not today. This so-called savior, we'll make an example out of him. I'll be damned if he's allowed to join the Survey Corps.
What? This man is so far detached from what's going on right now. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He's military police, so.
Exactly.
Is Eren Yeager's existence a benefit or a handicap to our survival? If deemed detrimental, Yeager will be executed without a thought. Right then and there, if need be.
Well, I mean, it's already kind of proven his worth.
He's also attacked them.
True.
Excuse me, I gotta pee.
No, you just went.
Can I have some water?
Hey. You're not getting a thing, got it? Damn monster.
I mean, I can't blame them. They weren't directly involved with all this.
Yeah, I mean, they're all just scared. That's what it is.
Can I blame him? I don't even understand what's going on. On the bright side, at least these guards haven't tried to kill me yet.
Yet,
But I think
I guess.
they weren't afraid of me. I'm not going to spend the rest of my life like this, am I?
In a couple days, right?
I don't know about that. I mean,
That's what the nurse said, but I don't know.
yeah, it's been at least a couple days. But I mean, like, Hanji.
Oh,
So then, you're Eren. Are you well? This is a fellow commander in the Scouts, Nikkei Zakai.
what the?
Oh, don't mind him. He makes a habit of giving new people a thorough sniff. Tends to laugh through his nose a bit, but I don't think he intends it to be derisive. Quirks aside, he is a skilled section commander. Best of luck.
You know, poke and prod him until he transforms.
Not quite.
Oh, okay. Yeah, definitely not. He's on trial.
A courthouse?
That's, okay.
My friends.
This is such a different environment for the show.
It really is.
It feels so...
'Cause everything's clean
Yeah.
and official.
Thus, I will decide whether you live or you die. Any objections?
No, sir.
Your astuteness is appreciated. Let us proceed. And the regiment that takes custody of you will determine your fate. The military police or the scout regiment?
I am commander of the military police. Our recommendation, subject Eren Yeager should be disposed of immediately.
This verminous fiend has defiled the mighty wall, heaven.
Another deranged wall cultist. 5 years ago, everyone ignored them. Now they've actually got some clout.
Clowns.
And now I'd like to hear...
Let Eren join our ranks. Reinstate him as a full member of the Scouts. And we will utilize his Titan ability to retake Walmaria.
So, is this something that the military police brought to court and was like, we need to have Eren on trial? Or was this something that, like, the king or the government in general was just like, all right, we need to have a talk about this and what we need to do with him?
I think that was more the sentiment. Is that like, the military is like, so this is something we can't ignore.
Mm-hmm.
Something we can't just not figure out. So then they're gonna try and figure out what they need to do.
Okay.
I think it's funny how the garrison's not even in the conversation. Pixis is like, I got my use out of him. Someone else can take him now. Like, Pixis got lucky. He kind of cracked the whip on Eren before anyone got to say so. He was like, "You got superpowers? Let's check that out. Let's do something with that."
Yeah.
Assuming you were given clearance, where do you plan to launch this operation from?
We'll depart from Kolonith District to the east. From there, we'll make for Shiganshina.
Our time and money would be better spent sealing up all the gates.
Squealing louder won't help your case, pig. While we're bolstering our defenses, do you think the Titans are going to stand idly by? And when you say we can't afford, do you speak for anyone other than your fat merchant friends?
Are you really suggesting that we lowly humans meddle with Wall Rose, a gift to us from on high? The wall is a miracle.
I love how the wall cultist is like, the walls, they're great, they gave us everything, and then all the scouts who spend regular hours outside of the walls are like, man, screw this guy, like, they're so over it.
Just after transforming, it seems you made an attempt to crush Mikasa Ackerman.
Oh, does he remember that?
Doesn't even
Oh,
remember. He completely lost control.
that's so
Do
sad.
you want me to lie in the report?
It's like hiding her cut from Eren.
Is it true that Eren Yeager assaulted you while he was in Titan form?
Yes, all of that's true.
I tried to kill Mikasa.
However, he also saved my life twice before, and in each circumstance he was using his Titan ability.
Objection! I have reason to believe that personal feelings play a large part in her testimony. Eren Yeager and Mikasa Ackerman, at the tender age of 9, dealt with 3 adult kidnappers by stabbing all of them to death. One cannot help but question the violent nature of the act.
Yeah.
Knowing all of this,
I mean, he's got a good point.
He's like, yo, these two are already killers.
Dissect her too, just to be safe.
Dissect her too.
Maybe I'm a monster that you want dead, but you leave her out of this! Stop it!
Break it?
No.
Oh.
He doesn't have to. All he's gotta do is make enough noise and people are gonna be quiet. The only thing anybody in this room knows about Eren is that he can turn into a Titan. And that is all that matters.
If they want to kill me, I'll let them know exactly what I think.
You're all cowards! What? Just shut up! And put all your faith in me!
What the f- Oh my god, Levi.
You know, personally, I think nothing instills discipline like pain. And you happen to be in perfect kicking position.
He's right. Oh my god.
I think the best part is that they cut the commercial and come back and Levi is still beating his ass.
I mean, he's right though. Eren is the kind of person that like is used to controlling a situation by making like just throwing a fit, whether that be out of anger or just being loud or whatever. And Levi knows exactly how to put that to a stop.
Pound the snot out of this kid.
It's a little, maybe a little too brutal, but I mean, you can grow those teeth back.
Yeah.
You grew an arm and a leg back. It's a perfect punching bag.
That'll be okay.
During the time that he was transformed, they say that Yeager was able to kill 20 Titans before he finally ran out of strength.
20?
As an enemy, his intelligence makes him all the more dangerous. Before you torment the beast, you'd better think, can you actually kill him?
Dude, Levi's so smart.
Well, that went better than I expected. Does it hurt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Describe it to me.
Sorry for all this.
Hanji's
But
crazy,
the
man.
theatrics did get you placed in our custody. You have my utmost respect.
Took an ass whooping like a pro.
Glad that you're on our team.
So, Eren,
Sir?
you don't resent me now, do you?
No.
I'm terrified.
Hey, Eren, let me take a look inside that mouth of yours.
Tooth's already back.
Your tooth. It grew back.
Okay, well, I mean, I was just kind of joking about growing the tooth back, but I didn't expect it to be that quick.
Yeah.
I thought it would be like after he transforms again and then he comes back out and he's got his tooth. So I wonder, do you remember when Eren was swallowed and he was like walking around inside the stomach? And I was like, how's he walking around with 2 legs? I wonder if
one came back.
Yeah, you think it maybe came back as he was like going in there or something?
I don't know. Maybe.
I love seeing the Inner Walls culture with like everybody dressed up and they have like their top hats and whatever.
Yeah.
Like everything's super clean. The architecture is super advanced and whatnot.
Yeah, it's definitely a little more extravagant.
Well, I guess that makes sense. If that's where like everything started and they started building from there, the last parts are going to be, or the outer walls are going to be the last to be updated. And I am thinking that the cut that Mikasa got is going to become a scar, and it's probably going to be like a reminder down the line that Eren was willing to straight murder her. I know it's not Eren, but like that's still a traumatic event to have your best friend or like crush or whatever. I don't know what's going on there. Because at first I was like, I'm getting like romantic vibes here, and then you're like, no, and I was like, oh, okay, so if it's not that, I'll come up with some outlandish theory, and that I don't think it was that. But now we're back to the romantic vibes, and everybody else is starting to pick up on it.
Yeah.
The wall cult is very interesting. So I guess they worship the walls.
Yeah. They think the walls are this like, you know, almost deity-like gift to humanity. It keeps them safe. Trust in the walls, you know. But I mean, like, the very fact that people have had to get pushed back in because the walls broke, it's like...
What's the... I guess that can be construed as, like, what Eren was saying, like, because of the events of the past 5 years, they've gotten more, like, credible, I guess. Or, like, more to talk about and to preach about, like...
Yeah.
This is a punishment to us or something.
Yeah, exactly. You can always manipulate that narrative. You can be like, oh, the people of Wall Maria were blasphemous heretics or whatever. And then now a third of them, or I say a third of like the population is dead or whatever.
Yeah, it's interesting. I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, I think this show does a good job of like fleshing out a lot outside of just like the sort of tight-knit military group that you have.
I guess, I mean, in every society you're gonna have a religion of some sort, and in this made-up culture, what else to worship than
what's been keeping you safe for the last 100 years?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, so what I thought Erwin was gonna get into this more in the trial, but when he was talking about his plan to move into Shiganshina, I was thinking that he was gonna like give some in-depth plan, like fake plan, to convince everyone to let them take Eren. Because I mean, you can't just straight up tell the court, "Hey, we've got some Titan transforming secrets that we want to go uncover in Shiganshina." And, I mean, I guess you can, but I don't know how well that would work out.
Dude, you'll love it later on in the show as we keep watching. Erwin's playing like 4D chess, man. He is like 10 steps ahead of everybody, and it's great, especially when it's like
He
finally
seems like
explained.
I loved the scouts play that they made in court with making a show of beating the shit out of Eren. Being like, you see what we can do here? Like, it's no big deal. It's like whatever.
And
we can kill him.
This guy? Worried about this guy?
Dude, he stomped his face into the floor like 10 times. There was, man.
I love when Levi like grabs his head and he's like, and Eren's just like, he's like borderline unconscious.
Like, what if he gets angry? What if he transforms? And Levi's like,
just kicks him again. Bouncing his head off the backboard.
It was kind of hard to watch, but God, it was satisfying.
It was kind of satisfying, yeah, because I mean, that's Levi, man. He's so good. And then Now Mikasa like hates him though, cause
Yeah. I mean, that's her weakness though.
yeah, definitely.
I was talking about it before, but Eren does need to. I mean, he has an anger problem.
Oh yeah.
And like he does not know how to control it. And that, they kind of brought it up in court. They were like, they just straight up like, yeah, it was self-defense when they were kids, but like he straight up killed 3 men with a knife. And so I can totally understand
some skepticism.
Yeah, some skepticism, but also the scouts kind of playing to that and using his anger to to play into their plan.
Yeah, they're sort of their plot hinged very heavily on their ability to sort of telegraph that they can neutralize whatever problem he might be.
Mm-hmm.
I think Levi made a good point. You know, he's like, "Are you guys sure you can handle it?
Yeah.
Like, do you guys think you can kill him?" And he even brought it up. He was like, he killed 20 Titans before he went down. And do you guys think you can take care of it?
Yeah. Also, the guy that was military police,
commander. Yeah.
I can understand his argument about. I mean, he was making good points. He was saying like, this is not something we can control. We need to put it down. And like, yeah, Levi can kill him, but like that doesn't. I don't think that's good enough. I don't know. I can understand that not being a good enough argument.
I think the real selling point for Zachary or the Premier letting them take Eren was that they're gonna take him outside of the walls.
Yeah, they're going to what's already been taken.
Oh yeah, exactly. And they're gonna take him away from everybody else. They're gonna lead him. They're gonna get him out from the main population centers or whatever. And then that way, if anything does go wrong, he's just gonna be out with the other Titans anyway. And if anything does go wrong, there's a 99% chance Levi's gonna take care of it before it gets far anyway. So like, there's a lot of like redundancies built into this plan.
Did they? Oh yeah. Okay. So, what was the reason that Erwin gave to the court to go to Shiganshina?
To the court?
Did he say? He said like, we're gonna go here.
Well, I think he was because Shiganshina is where the breach is, so he just wants to patch the hole. That's the reason he gave to court. He was like, if we're gonna retake
other 2 holes that the Armor Titan.
Yeah, he said if we're gonna retake Wall Maria, we have to start with Shiganshina.
Dude, the Armor Titan's still out and about.
Dude, the Armor Titan is so
Reiner.
Cool. So cool.
Oh yeah, back to the military police guy though. I can understand his argument, but also I can. If he's like making this strong of a case against Eren as a Titan, it's possible that he might be one of the main abnormals or something as well. That's like, get this fucker out of here! Like he's ruining our plans. We're trying to do something here. But I mean, he's also in the inner walls, so he would. I'm sure he would have a hard time like actually transforming and like
doing stuff. Yeah.
So he's probably not a Titan. Hopefully, I mean, I'm liking that we're getting more like higher end military operations here.
It's not just Eren and the gang being carried by the fact that Eren is too mad to die. It's like, oh well, there's some strategy and there's some politics and there's some like wisdom, some tactful thinking.
Yeah. That I really appreciate. That's kind of what I was talking about earlier when we were first introduced to the courtroom. I was like, this feels. It doesn't feel like Attack on Titan.
Because I mean, the first 14, 13 episodes, whatever it was, have literally just been this like bloodbath brawl, and then it's all been slapped together and spit and duct tape, and then now it's like this super pristine, like, efficient system.
It's a nice change of pace. It's
refreshing for sure.
Yeah. It kind of separates the episodes. It makes it to where it doesn't all blur together and feel the same.
I think it sets a good tone for the rest of this season too, because like, I think the way that they split it originally was with the first 15 episodes and then like the next couple or whatever, or the first 14, however it split out. But I think it does a good job of like really separating the season. I mean, I don't think you need to separate it actually, but I think it does a good job of like setting up how the rest of the season's going to go.
Mm-hmm. And I appreciate what they've shown so far with the outer walls and how run down it is and like all the bloodbath and everything. But I think I'm more intrigued with the politics of everything and how everybody on the inside is detached from what's happening on the outside, and they're reacting to it and giving their opinions. And it's so different from what we've heard so far. Like everything that we've been told by the characters have all been directly. Or the characters have been directly involved with what's going on, so they're like super freaked out there, but they're holding their own and they're fighting for their lives. Whereas these people on the inside are it's kind of like social media, where I mean, actually, he had a newspaper. He was like reading out to everybody, and like the people who aren't involved with any of this are all giving their opinions, and I enjoy watching that. That was just very interesting.
Where I think like the first half of the season was very like entertaining. I think the second half is already geared up to be a little more interesting, a little more thought provoking, not just like cool action.
I appreciate that a lot. Okay, so that definitely wraps up episode 14. If you guys have any thoughts, just leave them in the comments below, and if you can leave a like, that would be greatly appreciated. But we will see you guys on the next one. See ya.